Okay, so that's this here. Britney Spears revealed in her memoir that Justin Timberlake got her pregnant around late 2000, but they both agreed to get an abortion, TMZ report. Okay? The way that I see this here, when you see the next post, you will understand. That southern kind of mentality. Where is she from? She's from one of the racist state. Okay, let's look it up before. I think is it Mississippi or Louisiana? Okay. Britney. Okay. It will tell me right here. Born December 2, 1981, age 41. Okay. Macomb, Mississippi. Right? Is that what MS is? Mississippi. Yeah, Mississippi. I wanted to make sure the abbreviation. This is not the state I really write. Is Mississippi. Okay, one of the racist state in the U.S. And then with that being said, the mentality of white supremacists down there, where they want to subdue their women and all of that. Keep that in mind. None of this post is saying that, but this is my perception of things. Okay. When you see one problem, it's not just what's in front of you. There's many layers of other things that swirl into what you have seen in your in front of you. Packaging. All right. So you have here this young lady who was making money at a very young age, and the mentality of southern state, maybe the way they raise her, the mentality of things. So now she was, back in 2000, she was dating Timberlake, and now, we find out now she had a miscarriage. I'm saying miscarriage. No, completely different. Abortion. Now, probably, who knows how it was phrased to her to get rid of it, or whatever, the pressure they put on her, so she agrees to it. Now, I understand, I don't follow Justin Timberlake. I mean, I don't hate him. I don't like him. It's just another person. Ever since what happened with the Super Bowl with Janet Jackson, where Janet Jackson was the one who ended up getting all the blame, and then he walked out scot-free without anything. It's almost like I don't care about him. Okay? I can't stand him. I just avoid him completely. Okay, he made his life. He goes on. Now he has a family on his own. You could never see his kids. He's moving on. Okay, so now there's Britney, who left with the burden. All this packaging, they probably forced her. I don't know how it was packaged to her, how it was said to her for her to have the abortion. So all of this, and now. Not only that, let's say, okay, now she got the abortion. She tried to move on. She moved on. She got, those two other kids with Federline. And then you see what the Federline did to her. Okay? Take the kids away from her. And then, suck money out of her. And then you have the father of Britney Spears, the conservatorship. That woman went through a lot. Okay? The other day, it was maybe last month, she posted something on social media. She was swinging things with knives or whatever, and people were saying, "Oh, she needs to go back in the conversatory kind of thing, back in the cage again." The way the father was, manipulating her. I'm like, at that time, the only thing that I saw was her doing her crazy thing in front of the camera. I didn't see any kids near her. She was by herself doing her thing, and she decided to post it. How many people we have seen who've done worse than that, but they're running around scot-free into public, okay, into society. She was doing her thing. There was no kids around. So I didn't see anything wrong with it, except for the fact that she didn't need to post it. That was my only issue. She didn't need to post it. And I didn't share it with you. So now we are here. We just find out she had an abortion. So that's another layer of things that happened to her. People don't try to understand her. Even some of the her fans who were going, oh, free Britney, free Britney. Where are they for them to understand the kind of thing she went through? Now, to put another layer of other thing, her misery, I should say, her life misery. You thought the guy who she just married with was gonna be there and protect her. Oh, you thought that guy liked her or loved her. She married him, and then next thing you know, for how long? It wasn't even, I don't know, couple months. The guy left her, and then now hanging around with producers and all of that. For all I know, any movie that guy is in, there's no way my money is gonna go into that. This is the way you make your money talk for you. He abused her as well. So all these layers, just put yourself in her shoes. Put yourself in her shoes. How do you think she's going through it? They probably, I do not know. Again, this is my disclaimer, my humble opinion, I do not know. How much pressure was put onto her? She was young, yes. I believe from what I've heard, she was a teen, maybe 17, and Justin was 18. I could understand that. Both of them were young. Their career were just started and everything like that. But for a woman perspective, and again, coming back from a racist state, knowing how those racist mentality rule their women and all of that, I don't know. What state is Justin Timberlake is from? I don't know. Okay? He's a white male, blue eyes, you know. They will always cover for him. So who knows what kind of mentality he has to pressure her to get rid of the baby and all of that. So she went through a lot. Okay? I hope people understand this. She went through a lot. And then now she's on her own again. I don't know what kind of therapy she's having and all of that. She is going through a lot. That abortion, maybe they forced her to have it. How many times that probably went into her mind over and over again. Now her 2 sons, she doesn't have control of them. Now they are adults. And who knows what nonsense they put in their heads to think of her. Okay? So her life is a mess. Is a mess in the sense that they ruin. People around her ruin her life. Okay, so I'm just giving my opinion. I don't know if I say my whatever is going in my mind right, but this is the way that I see the situation of that. And then knowing that she had an abortion, and you know, it's another layer of thing. From one of the things I remember she said after married that guy who now left her is that all she wanted to have another baby. And then when during the conservatory and with her father, okay, they're forcing her to have what was that pill to not get pregnant, this kind of thing. Okay, so they were controlling her reproductive and all of that. So all these are layers and layers and layers of things. Layers of things. They abuse her. Every person that come across her, they abuse her. That's the way that I see it. Every single person that comes across her, abuse her. So put yourself in her shoes. See how that feels. Okay? Knock on wood, nobody goes through that same kind of experience because this is hard. But if somebody is a fan of Britney Spears, they should understand that aspect of things. Alright? So, there's that here. People's putting... Okay, so now people are putting things here. Okay, I'm not gonna play this because I know I will be how do you call this, flag for it. Now we all understand this video clip. Alright, so that's that. You could look for that video. Okay, 2 consenting adults made a joint decision what was best for them at that period in their lives. I see no issue. What was it? Wasn't she was 17 still? Okay, I'll go into that for a second. Oh, now it makes sense why he was concerned. Was he? I don't follow him. I didn't know he was concerned about it until I was reading some of the comments. Justin Timberlake is concerned about Britney Spears' memoir as he released data approaches, multiple sources tell page 6. Okay, now the other thing that I was thinking, with him being concerned about her memoir, okay, what kind of an environment are we living in now? Okay, when it comes to abortion, you have those white supremacists who refuse, who's against abortion. You have Roe versus Wade overturned and all of that. This guy is looking out for himself only. Okay, this is why he doesn't want that backlash to come for him. If you think about it very clearly, this is why. If nobody realizes it. Okay, this is why people need to pay attention to what's going on. Everything is connected. I might be wrong. I don't know exactly his full intention or what's going on in his mind, but I will assume this might be the reason why he will not want people to know that he forced business. I don't know if it's forced or whatever. He wanted to have the abortion. Okay. Meanwhile, I don't know, knowing how women in the southern state is treated and is pressured, is made to, not have a say about their body. Who knows? Okay, all these play a role. All of these, politics, music, and all of this, misogynistic and all of that, they play a role into that. All right, let's see here. Mind you, this was at the peak of her career. That man has always been her number one hater. Okay, like I said, I don't follow them, but okay. The only reason I stood up for Britney is regarding the let me look for that word. Conservatory. I think that's what it is. Conservatory. So yeah, knowing that she was in that conservatorship, right? Am I saying it right? Conservatorship against her will. So all of this play a role into the mindset. All right. So let's see here, and the fact that he went to every platform making around about their sexual life after a moment like that is sick. Britney deserved better. Oh, I didn't even know. Did he? Did he? Oh my goodness. So that's why he didn't want it to come out. There's that. Oh, this was an insane news to hear, and it might not even be top 5 most surprising things from the book. All right, people are about to ignore that this was a mutual decision. Yes, it was a mutual decision. Again, my mindset said maybe there was pressure into it, knowing where she grows up and everything else, men and those mentality, white men mentality, women don't have a say in about their body and all of that. So all this play a role into that and all the things that she's going through. All right, with that being said, where's my thing? What was the other one? Is that the first one that I say everything? This is the next tweet. Okay. So there's that. Poor Britney. Justin did her wrong in so many ways. Okay. Britney Spears revealed she had an abortion because Justin Timberlake didn't want to be a father. Like I said, you could understand that. Again, I'll have to be in the room to see and hear what was saying. Obviously, I do not know. And I don't think I plan on buying that book. All right, so there's my comment here. That probably messed or plays in her mind over many times. Now, the kids she has were taken away from her, and the sense she cannot parent her boys freely, there's the word again, conservatorship. Now, the guy who she thought loved her had other plan. All she said she wanted was to have a baby. Life did her wrong. That's what I was looking for. Life did her wrong. All right, so that's it. I'm done with Britney. Let's go to the next one. And I hope people understand the situation that she was in. All right, the life circumstances. Next tweet.